from the gun to give, looking for room. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese. They can pump that, take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got the first himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. He's got the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Looking for the goal line. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. back to throw. It's McGooligan. Here's a hit. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Ball State opened up a can. And how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of the MAC should take notice. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
To throw, it's McGooligan. Skips away from pressure. The throw. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The The Gators sending the offense back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's McGooligan. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Split the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs tackling ability.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Offense changing the play. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Back to pass. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker at Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys could go sideline to sideline, but they could also blitz. This guy can do it all.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw, it's McGooligan. Makes the grab, it's Flood. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and...
There he goes! Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. It's complete to the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5, and now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
They want to throw it. Looking to get it in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's McGooligan. Finds the tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the 1st half's winding down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the 1st half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And the try is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Second down coming up. Let's go. Scanning the field, it's McGooligan. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Washington sends out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Got it near midfield. And there he goes. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time on target. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gator! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Florida, 7. Washington, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
And the Washington offense will take over 1st and 10.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll leave it with the lone back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They run the reverse. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, this offense can get after you in a variety of ways in the running game. And one of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's McGooligan. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll move the tight end. They'll start this drive going to the air. Floats it out in space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Gators decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Give to the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking downfield, it's McGooligan. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And how about this defense? Really answering the challenge so far today. This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. To the air, it's McGooligan. They're setting up the screen. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
They'll give it to the back. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a fourth down looms, and decision time for this offense. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Just drives in between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Now on third down for this offense. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Here on third down. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, and that can take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.